Hey everybody, this is Hyo Channel here. In today's video, what we're gonna be talking about is basically the build-up bugs and cars that wasn't basically the ones that wasn't in there. Some of them was in the car trailer, and some of them is in that. And then also follow like that out is that we got an update thing for the version point thing, and especially some new skills and everything else that we gonna be talking about, and also I won't be talking about some things because I know I did mention in the post of the decks that could be exactly coming compared to that. But let's get on to the video. So okay, so we have to build a box. So I'm going to talk about a deck. Okay, so the Karibo thing is that this is probably the third Artemis card. So you notice the Karibo has the different colors of it. So I think it's best for me to click on it. So this is the original one. So it's like a whole it looked like a 7 to me. That's a different color. So this one is, and then this one is. So yeah. So more basically, it's crazy that they let you get this card in the build-up box, which is pretty much easy. Because Yuga has all three different artworks of it. It's not the same one as it. Well, it's the same card, but just three different artworks of it. Okay, so we have another alternative card, Bill Dragon. It's an overrush card rather, not like another artwork. It's an overrush card, morally. That's what they call it in rush duels. And then we have this card. So this is the card we seen. We know what this is. So I'm going to talk about that in a bit. And then this one. Okay, so one thing we could say is that one of the okay. So these two cards, those two warm monsters, especially some build construction worm build dragon. So more exactly what is also different about it is it's kind of confusion. Yeah, it's kind of it's not confusion. Okay, so look, so these two cards have a way of summoning build dragon. So just in case you fusion summon or something, you could actually summon build dragon. And the only thing with this card, you have to have a field spell on the field. Basically the field spell for you to summon build dragon. So this kind of makes it a little bit more stronger than it can be. But I say it's a different attitude, so I just hope they add it. So this definitely does put the build dragon deck, the one deck, up to a bit. And then this card was already in. We just had the overrush card of it. And then we also had this with the cyber. So this card could come in handy too. So just in case if your opponent has like a number of face up monsters, so the more 100% chance your opponent's gonna have a monster face down. Basically, if you go on first or anything like that. Anyway, either way it goes down. Sometimes they have it face down, monsters face down. So the chances of you adding those three cards, and especially if you have you can add up to more, not just the one that's sent to the graveyard. You can add monsters with zero defense, but that's more basically the maximum monster that's actually in there. So like more basically in the meta deck is actually most of it is like two. You have like two of these in there. Then plus the skill has not been updated, just to let you know. So this does come in handy just so you could draw two cards and then place one card from your hand. So that's good. And this card could be only be used by different types. So this could be good for a Gaia deck. This could only be good for if your monsters are level 7 higher. So the only deck I could think of is the Gaia deck. since you're using other monsters like the heroes and the cyborgs and stuff like that, like those different three different fusion monsters that you could also shuffle. And yeah, you can also add a normal monster. Then you can make your opponent monster lose 1500 attack. That's pretty cool. And then this one, so you can return one defense position monster from your hand from your opponent's field to your hand to their hand basically. And then the other monster you can also use is switch. You can switch your opponent's monsters to defense position too. So that would be a good way too. Yeah, I'm talking about this card. So basically, basically this card could also shuffle three monsters. Shuffle three monsters. Then change the type position to level 8. So that just only works for level 8, not level 9. Yeah, so that's all. That's the only new thing. For that. So okay. So another thing, the cards that added to the thing. This is another one of those weak skills because you can only with this skill you can only use something once per turn. And then you can use the skill requirement twice per turn. So more basically, what you're doing with this is basically just I don't really see what good this skill could do. So that's like a weak skill. All right, so these are the cards that's added to the card trader. And then also this, I still got to make a video on that too. So yeah, I did make the video. The Yugioh quick spell. I just got to do I already got the video ready for the other monster he has in the event. So yeah, I still got to make it with this one. All right, so that's it for that one. So now let's look at this. All right, so the app has an update 9.7.0 version. So it's just like they gonna have some kind of some like what they do always is they have to mostly the skills and the features and the card database modifications. Yeah, more basically that's what they always do every month. So the ID links. Okay, so these are the ID links for the Chronicle board. So the Chronicle board will have like a rainbow thing, and then the upcoming Chronicle text will be green and purple. So I think I'm actually thinking that this is probably next month thing because since it is a qualifying round for the KC Cup for both speed and rush, so that's what they most likely talking about. And then we also have some card notifications, which come between 1 to 3 months. So yeah, we basically it's ancient gear support. Yeah, mostly these are using master duel mostly. And then this is the recipe deck. So yeah, this deck is a bit like the way you have to use this deck. You could also because like one of these cards be special summon they can negate card effects too. I think they have different effects of course, but yeah these are the recipe decks that's also coming. So yeah, and then we have some more brand fusion support too. Then Fable support also. Then we have a Dragon Secret that's coming. Then some Memphis support. Then we have some more Salmon Great coming. It is like some of this stuff is probably coming in the event. I think this is probably one of the reward cards for the event. And then we had this card that's also coming. I think it's another chance that the other one could come. This is probably going to be a bundle. I can see this has to be in the bundle. This is not going to be coming right away. I know it's not. Yeah, they might even have a skill. They might even have a skill for the other one to be part. I think they're gonna put in an archer type skill. That's it's just determined. And then we have a try barrage support Yeah, this is basically for follow of Asphodel 2. Then we have another trap card tribal drive. So if you have three or more different types of monsters on your field, you can choose three monsters from your deck with different types from each other. Then the same one as the monster you control, then you're going to choose one. You add to your hand special summon. Also place the Moraine monster on the bottom of your deck. Yeah, more of the recipe. Yeah, this deck is probably gonna be like a TR3 or something like that. Then we had Domina retro cards. Yeah, the Ancient Gear, I'll just say I know I just said it was like three. It's not gonna go. The Ancient Gear is not going to go even to 201. It's not. I could see it's not because we had the Salmon Greats already. That's already in the. Then we had the heroes, and then the Red Dragon Archfiend deck. So I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna change with some of these cards. Like that's only if they change it a bit. Then we have the evil Star Twins Trouble Sunny. So this is more the evil's twin support. But I guarantee that this deck is not coming. So like due to the skills that I was talking about, like the only cards I see that's about to come probably come at the minute is the Ancient Gear and the Sound of Great. Some of the Follow Angel things might come too. We could guarantee, yeah, I could definitely guarantee that the Follow Angels. And then some of the pencils. So one thing for sure, I did hear about some of the pencils. So some of these pencils gonna come. Yeah, these are some of the other pencils that you could be able to use for the follow effects of it. But otherwise, yeah, these some good cards. Like the recipe deck is kind of hard to go against because your opponent, like you gotta be careful. Like you can't even summon your monsters in type position because they could trick you, summon it, and then be able to do it. And then the point is they got a little counter trap too. I thought that's a continuous build. What is the counter trap? Yeah, so when a spell in a trap card or monster effect is activated while you control it. No visiting ritual monster negate that activation and destroy the card. If you control a monster that was special summoned by the effect of yeah, I can't even say the name. Okay, if you special summon Hungry Burger, you can banish this card for your very at the triple as any monster your opponent control. Yeah, so now I just think that this card will definitely do exactly good because I don't think they can negate. Yeah, because one thing for sure is that this deck could go against the Red Dark Arching deck, and pretty much is that they're not gonna be able to negate it because one thing for sure is that they tripping on them all. Since it's in the grave, since the card's in the graveyard, not on the field, it's going to exactly be able to triple all the monsters. Yeah, so this is definitely be like a tier. This would be a TR1 deck on top of the list. If it comes like next month, because the KC qualifiers will come like almost at the end of May. It starts like on the 26th or the 25th. So I don't know how determined it is because they have build up bosses and stuff. But okay, but otherwise, let's look at the skills. So we have a pencil deck, pencil skill. I mean, you're gonna use this effect. The second effect is skill once per turn. So yeah, so basically you add a pencil zone just like all the pencil skills. You reveal two pencil monsters in your hand, and then add one pencil monster from your deck to your hand. If you reveal just one, except for one card from your deck to your hand. Okay, so yeah, it's more basically what any pencil deck is. That's pretty cool though. And then we also have the skill. We finally got all the Alex monsters that's based on the Yugioh boys. So At the beginning of the duel, add pencils onto your field. During this duel, you cannot normal or special summon as a set. Okay, except special summon from your extra deck. Any monsters except magician, pencil monsters, odd eyes, perform power, and platter plant monsters. So yeah, you could basically add the platter plant monsters also in this too. Also, odd eyes, venom dragon could you control could attack your opponent directly. Yeah, that's like yeah, that the skill could definitely be exactly a good thing because for the most part is that so you can target one fused monster you control, gain 1,000 attack points for each monster your opponent control until the end of the turn. So we could just say it could gain 3,000 attack points. So that'd be like 66 probably. Okay. So it has okay the pencil effect. Once per turn, you can target. Oh, that's the pencil effect though. Oh yeah, that's not its current effect. Okay, once per turn, you can target one face-up monster upon control. Till the end of the turn, discard attack one's gain equal to the attack one's if it does discard its name, become that monster's original name and replace its effect with that original effect. If this card is in the monster zone, destroy you can special summon one monster from your pencil zone. If you do, place this card in the pencil zone. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a pretty. Second effect, reveal eyes card in your hand and set perform power to solver from your hand or deck. So basically, this is a upcoming card that's coming from your hand. Your deck then's battle position could be changed. Place one time cage magician from outside of your deck in your pencil zone. Then you can add a pencil monster from your deck to hand. That's yeah, that's cool. It is I'd say this is probably the best skill right. That's upcoming best skill right. Then we have the Soul and Flame skill. So more likely the Soul Burner event is coming up, as you know, after the Yugioh event. So at the beginning, duel, create 2 extra copies of a random 7 great monsters to your extra deck from each rank of 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, we don't know which random ones until they see what it is. I don't know. You cannot normal special summons except special monsters from extra deck. Any monster set um, cyber's monsters. Second effect, the second effect of the skill on the second turn on play life points so you can have 100 left and draw one card. If on your fourth turn, or you could draw one card for every 1,000 life points instead. Yeah, I'd say I used it. I used the second effect on the fourth turn because that could be a good thing. Yeah, so one thing for sure, if I could even guess like which of the monsters, great monsters as they're exactly talking about. Okay, yeah, it's not really that many of them. Yeah, I know it's a secret one that we don't have yet. I know we supposed to be getting this, and then this one's confirmed, and I just think I seen this, so we have to see how that goes. And then also this is another card that is confirmed to be coming too. So it'd be cool we get this, but we'll see. But yeah, that's what we get for that. And then now we have the ancient gear. So I just showed you like which cards the cards that is coming with this. Okay, so this skill you're gonna use the second and third phase skills once per turn. So you cannot normal special summon except special summon monsters from the extra deck. Any monster except Earth Machine monsters. Yeah, basically ancient gear golem or some of those gadget monsters. So yeah, most likely. I wish we get ancient gear gadget. That'd be cool. Okay, reveal ancient gear golem or one monster that mentioned it from your hand and shuffle one card in your hand to deck. Then add ancient gear monster from your hand deck to the graveyard. Third effect, during the turn your opponent activate a card or effect play ancient gear duel from your hand or deck to your field, and you can conduct two normal summon set. Yeah, so that's a bit cool. So I could think like if I were to guess, I could. We already seen the cards, but I just wanted to show like which other card that we could exactly get. I could see them add Ancient Gear Fusion, and I could see them adding this too. So even though these other cards is confirmed, this would be good. This would be definitely good because you could construct two normal summons. But like I said, for this kind of deck, it's not going to be as easy and simple as it is going to be. It's not, because one of the things is that you still have to worry about a whole lot of things that's conspiring with your opponent's spells and trap cards. So the point is that the good thing is that this only this trap card only protects you from monster effects. So I know it's another one that's protected for spell trap cards. I think I don't. Okay, so the next skill we have is Spirit, so it's basically a Spirit deck. I don't exactly know which one. I know it's a rock one that we always used to use in the deck, one of those spammer decks. Shuffle one non-rock spirit monster from your hand to your deck, then add one non-spirit rock spirit monster from your deck to your hand. Then if your opponent controls a monster, you can normally summon one non-rock spirit monster to addition to you. Okay. Yeah, so I can see a whole lot. Alright, so now what we do have here is we have a little skill. I was explaining upon like what kind of like the way the combo, it's a whole one combo thing that you're doing with this. First, let me just read the skill before I explain. Okay, so it can be activated during your second turn onward. If your construction deck contains four level 7 Earth monsters, and all of your monsters are dragon monsters. Okay. Okay, the effect target one face up monster on either field loses attack and defense points until the end of the turn. Then you can once per turn send one draconic slayer from your hand of deck to grab to add Drionic Scout. Okay. Alright, so the only reason why I'm clicking on is I'm about to exactly show you. Like this is a whole combo that you're doing with this particular card. Alright, so we have this one. So Drionic Dimensioner, Diminisher. So if the only monster in your graveyard are High Dragon or Dragon type monster, set one monster from your hand to your graveyard to destroy one face up level 8 or lower monster on your field. Then you can spell some Drionic Slayer from your graveyard to your field in defense position. So man, don't that'd be like a whole spamming thing where you can destroy spells and trap cards. And then you can use also this to be able to destroy your opponent's high level monster. Well, to 8 or so. That's not that. Then we could have this one. So you Draconic Forest. So you shuffle 3 Dragon type monsters from your graveyard into the deck. This turn, target one face up monster on your field. You gains 900 attack points, and your opponent cannot activate five cards from their declared attack. Then you can special summon one Draconic Slayer from your graveyard to your field to defense position. So more basically, you're using Draconic Slayer just to destroy your opponent's spell trap card. Is why it's in defense position. And the point is, this guy has 0 defense point. That doesn't matter. You can still use the effect. So more likely is the reason why I say we would get this. I pretty much guarantee we get this. is that this is not a higher level monster, and then you basically have to get the other one too. So yeah, I can see how the way that goes. And then what we have for the Yugioh skill, so it could be activated from the second turn or if all monsters in your first deck are Galaxy monsters. Send up to two level 8 monsters from your monsters from your hand to your graveyard, then draw one card for each. If you send reference to your graveyard, you can send top 3 cards to your deck to your graveyard. Okay, so one thing for sure is that I don't know if it's on. I don't even know if it's. I don't know if it's in there yet. So I'm trying to see. Yeah, so it's a spell. It's basically like a spell card at fusion, something that I think we're gonna get a fusion monster, and then I think this is not associated with this also. And yeah, because this card only by sending one level 7 lower galaxy type monster from the field to your graveyard, you can add Void Fear, Raccoon, or Veil Fear Conquistador. Then this is this, so yeah, I pretty much guarantee we getting this and that, and then the fusion monster. So I'll just say like 2 fusion monsters that I think we get of his. Is this one? Okay, and this one. So yeah, these are the 2 we'll probably get. So yeah, that's the reason why I say they say send the top 3 cards. Like if they saying that must mean we getting that other spell card, but it's not in the database. The dueling thing yet. So okay, you get skill. So this is another fusion monsters. Okay, it can be activated from your second turn onward if all monsters in your construction deck are galaxy type monsters. So on the bright side of this is that they didn't say light monsters, so that's a pretty cool. Okay, so you sent up to 2 fusions or level 7 light monsters from your hand to your then draw 1 card for each card sent. If you sent Galactic Oblivion twice per turn, so you can use this effect twice. You can add 1 Explorer, Fusion, or Secret Order. So from outside your deck. So yeah, so one thing about this card, so what I just say is that preferably I prefer you to actually have this card. And guaranteeing since this skill lets you send up to 2 fusions or level 7 light monsters from your hand to graveyard, then you could be able to draw I say a total of 2, whatever one. So one of the cases is that you could use this to either add a fusion card or a galaxy type normal monster from your graveyard. And I just think like you'll pretty much have this guaranteed of having this in, and then say you use Sacred Orders or Summon Oblivion, then you can set up the Eternal Galactic. Yeah, that's the card that's going to be. So I'm trying to wait for this to wait to this low so I can show you which Galaxy type monsters that could be. So we getting this. So more basically is that you trying to like one thing we could prefer is that we have to make sure we have at least more Galaxy type monsters in our graveyard, so we can have the benefit of using this effect. So more basically, you can send the top 3 cards to your deck to go. Okay, shuffle 5 cards. You can send the top 3 cards to your deck to go. Okay, that's still a good thing. This turn, this card cannot be destroyed by card effect. Then you can make this card gain attack because the number of monsters in your graveyard times 300 to the end of the turn. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so one thing for sure is that I think that one of these other I'm trying to see this one. This might be okay. I think this one could be also cool in this. That's what I just think. I'm not exactly sure. And the dark hole advice was not in the box, so we still wait on that. And we still ain't gonna get those traps either. I hope we do. Okay, so we might get none of these quit spills. Maybe we might do. And I hope we get like one of these. These will be also this will be also good and useful. And then I also say this is also come for Switch. I forgot to mention that too. Okay, I had no other monsters. Send one galaxy monster with 16 monsters. Send this card to the graveyard. Draw one card. Then if you have three less monsters in the graveyard, draw one card. Yeah, so I say this would be good to have. Yeah, so otherwise, yeah, we getting the Eternal Galatia Oblivion. So that was cool. That's what's gonna happen with that skill. So I would say I'll put Switch on Yugioh up to tier one because you could do mostly a lot of damage with it. So guaranteeing that since you could draw like a card for each card, so that's basically like two cards that you draw from your deck. So yeah, that's what that. Okay, so Yuga has a skill. So one thing for sure, this skill, so it can be activated on your second turn or if all effect monsters in your construction deck are spellcast. So I don't know if this is for Transform Road, just for Transgalactic and Samurai. Just I don't think it is. So I think this is mostly for the other fusion monsters. Okay, reveal 7 roll magician, 7 roll witch, or 7 roll overall star in your hand, and then add up to 2 fusions, 7 roll magician, 7 roll witch, or 7 roll overall star from the deck or grade to hand. If you add 2 cards to hand, 2 cards you send 1 card from hand to card. Okay, so one thing for sure is that me just thinking about this is is more basically this type of fusion monster because it's not this because we already got a skill for it. Like I'm just saying, like I don't really think it's for this because typically they probably would say it. So it's typically could be for this, so we could get this one. Like this card could also like if you had 7 or more dark absolute monsters, this card could also gain pierce if it does to a monster defense position. So that's a good thing. And well, the continual effects it gains attack points equal to the number of dark absolute monsters, spell type monsters in your graveyard with different names. So, yeah, but you have to have 7 though. So yeah, but that's pretty much it though. Yeah, so if I were to get name this will not be in the this would probably not be in the limited three. It's not. It's just I don't know what fusion monster we get in, so we have to see. But otherwise that's it. That's all I have for this video. So be sure to subscribe and drop a like, and I thank you guys for watching. Thanks for watching.